Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. So today we are in my buddy Dobri's account and we have something really interesting and really fun to show, and that's a different type of a clan boss team. What I mean by that is I basically built him a few days back, like just before Christmas on my stream. I built him a team that's a variation of a Demetha comp. However, he did not have the, he did not have the usual ones. He doesn't have the Seeker, he doesn't have the Fushan. He was missing the right components to actually make it the standard one and make it the easiest one. So basically what I did is I tried to have a look from what he had on the account, what would be the best option for us to build a one-key Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss team using some interesting things in there. And basically what we came up with is a team called, let me just I think it's called actually the Myth Deacon. Myth Deacon, yeah, something like that. So let me see, did you already use it? Boom. Look at this. This is a team. We can see a little bit of damage. It's basically using Deacon, Demetha, Apothecary, Kyoku, and Tatura Rhyme-Hide. So it's definitely one of those, not one of the usual teams that you would see out there using the usual DPSs or whatever. I went a little bit on a different side. Basically, the variation that this one is presented on the Deadwood Jedi website has the Haikatun instead of the Apothecary over here. But because we already have the lead from Deacon and he has no Haikatun because I think he fed her, just like some other stuff that he was not supposed to feed, but it's fine. We were using Apothecary because you know what? We needed somebody that has 15% turn meter and increased speed on a 3-turn cooldown, and that's where Apothecary came in. He already had masteries for him, so you know what? We went for that. But then we needed something to try and make it affinity friend, so that's where Tatura Rhyme-Hide came in, because Tatura Rhyme-Hide provides an increased defense and a block debuffs on a 2-turn. Sorry, for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. That's the champion that can make it pretty easily be affinity friendly, which can make us, fight any affinity. Don't worry about changing speeds, bringing new DPS, whatever. No, this one's gonna work perfectly. And then because we had Tatura in there, we're thinking, okay, who can we use as the DPS in this slot? So we went for Kyoku. The reason why I went for Kyoku is, one, if you look at the team, we have a decreased defense in Deacon, we have no weaken, we have no HP burn, we have nothing else like that. So we're missing a weaken and then maybe poisons, maybe some other stuff like that. And two, we have no increased attack in this team. Like, we don't have the usual Seeker that provides an increased attack. That's why usually, the normal DPSs are Dracomorph, Fane, Ragnar, Anax, Jintoro, Ninja, because they're all attack based and they all have, the increased attack from the Seeker when we're building those usual teams. But this one, we do not have the Seeker. He doesn't have the Seeker on the account, so we went for the Deacon variation, which means we do not have the increased attack. So that's why I opted to pick a defensive nuker, which is Kyoku. And trust me, you see, the damage here. This one can do even better, obviously. Better gear, better variations. You have if you have more retaliation, if you have revenge gear, some other stuff like that. But you know what? We're gonna talk about that at the end. Now let's have a look at the preset that we have to use. And I'm going here because there's no key, so let's just go in whatever random place. And this is on Myth Deacon. That's what he called it. Interesting name. But yeah, so basically what you want to do is Deacon priority the A3, second priority the A2. Demetha open with the A1, then first priority the A2, make sure you do this right, and then second priority the A3. They're both on a 3-turn cooldown, so you can do it that way without worrying they're like, oh, she's not against the A3 at the right time. So this is the right thing. Before, when we were testing it, we had it the other way around because Dobby already had prepared this one and was not working. You have to have open A1, first priority A2, second priority the A3. Apothecary just lock the heal. You don't really need the heal, and just prioritize the speed, and then he's just going to be doing A1's, damage with this one. For the sake of Kyoku, you're going to use the A1 with her. The ally protection doesn't help you, plus the block damage gives you extra turn. It's not going to help. This one, again, because we have nobody else that comes before her to do increased attack, we're never going to land the HP burn with her. So, because we're not going to do that, we tested it with the A2 on and with the A2 off. And funny enough, by having Kyoku just doing her A1, that provides us with a weaken as well, we did more damage. So we just kept doing the A1s. And then we get Tatura. We made Tatura prioritize the A2 because this is the one that you want to follow at the right time to provide you the block debuffs to keep you affinity friendly. So that's why this is priority. Second priority the A3. Even though perfect veil is gonna happen, doesn't matter. You're gonna always block the debuffs, always block the stun. The reason why we're still using this and not locking this, some people might say lock it, is if I'm not mistaken, this one hits harder than the A1. This is like a top tier nuke for the sake of a defensive nuker. Like you have Solus that hits hard, you have Rogash, you have Staltus, like, you know, there's a few ones, and Tatura is still up there as one of the best defensive nukers. But yeah, I'm gonna play for you the run, and then we're gonna come back, we're gonna see, you know, we're gonna see a little bit the damage and how the whole thing works. Then we're gonna come back and we're gonna check the builds, so see you in a bit, guys.
No fui el primero, ni seré el último, pero sé que lo gozaré. Para serte sincero, un Dios el que te enseñó lo que puedes hacer con mi piel. Baby, si se nos da, será lo que será, los dos vamos a matar, toda esa curiosidad. Baby, si se nos da, será lo que será, los dos vamos a matar, toda esa curiosidad. Solo tú comes el pastel, con estilo siempre te vas, pero te vienes con un placer. Me dijiste no quiero nada, pero quieres todo, mujer. Baby, yo te hago soñar, algo más rico que la miel, mi droga que te legalicen. No digamos el pecado, que hay cosas que no se dicen. Y en la piel tú y yo jugando, baby, ¿para qué te dices? Y tú solo dices que quieres más, que matemos la curiosidad. Eso es, baby, si se nos da, será lo que será, los dos vamos a matar, toda esa curiosidad. Baby, si se nos da, será lo que será, los dos vamos a matar, toda esa curiosidad. Estamos solitos y eso más de las 12. Pegándote bien lento, baby, para que tú goces. No somos algo serio, pero bien si me conoces. Tú eres el antojo de mi vida. Si tanto que te pienso ya no encuentro la salida. Pero no somos nada, nada, girl. Pero no somos nada, nada, girl. Baby, si se nos da, será lo que será, los dos vamos a matar, toda esa curiosidad. Baby, si se nos da, será lo que será, los dos vamos a matar, toda esa curiosidad.
Okay, and we're back. So this is the damage that we did on Void. The thing is, this team can one-key almost anything. The only problem it would have, obviously, would be Magic. Because we have 3 Spirit Champions, so Magic might be a little bit difficult. We could still be able to one-key it, but we would need stronger builds. We would need, you know, it would be a little bit difficult. But every other one apart from Magic should be an easy one-key, no worries. This, you know, these types of teams usually work a little bit better against Affinity because you will have Retaliation and Revenge Gear, which gives you tons of chances of constantly counterattacking. Because you don't have an unkillable with like Man-Eaters, that's the unkillable buff, and that makes you be able to keep rocking Retribution and keep counterattacking. The best thing you can use, and you should in the block damage teams, is Retaliation, Revenge Gears. But look at this damage. Look at Kyoku's damage. 31.3 million damage by just doing her A1. The thing is, the more debuffs out there, she's gonna do a 3-hitter on day 1 instead of a single hit. So the chance of her landing the weaken is pretty high. And then she keeps doing, you know, she has a high chance to land the giants there, which you're gonna see that what we took. Then Tatura has 13.6 million damage, Apothecary 9.9, Demesa 4.3, and Deacon 12.5 million. So, you know, decent enough damages, but those could be ramped up more. You could have more phantom touches in here. You could have, you know, you already have cruelty on Demesa, but yeah, you could have more phantom touch, more other stuff that could boost your damage. So let's have a quick look at the builds. So this type of team requires a decently high speed. For example, the highest one is Demesa, 313, needs to be around 313, 300. I think it's around 310 is the minimum. But make sure you always plug in the, if you see it doesn't work, plug in the speed sets, the perceptions, the lot of steals, because it can be tricky. So this is the speed that we ran on her with 100% crit rate, then some crit damage, some attack. She's not going to do the highest damage. So if you cannot hit the crit rate and stuff, ignore it. It doesn't matter. Demesa barely does any damage. You saw she did like 4 million. Just care about hitting the speed, the 310, 311 speed minimum, and you're good to go. Move on with your day. If you can get some revenge accessories, go for them. If you can get retaliation, perfect. Retaliation will be the best, but it might be hard to hit that speed. However, if you have the speeds with no damage, retaliation is gonna be 10 times better. Then the mastery is obviously War Master, and I chose to go steadfast just in case, you know, just to be on the safe side, because we basically have a what's it called? We have all spirit. Let me double check. Yep, we have all yes, sorry, we have spirits and magic, so you never know how this is gonna work. Maybe it might screw. Actually, I think we could have not done it, but yeah, never mind. Yeah, I went with Steadfast just to be sure, but you can go down this route and maybe to deterrence in case you change the team. But right now we're not taking the stance, so there's nothing else that can help us from the other side. So I just went here. Oh yeah, no, sorry, I remembered. I went here because I want a lot of steel, makes it easier to hit the speeds that you want. Then the next fastest one is the Apothecary. He's running at 309 speed. Again, 100% crit rate, some crit damage, some attack. Again, he doesn't do crazy damage, but just get him the speed that you want. Get him the giant here because he has a triple hit for A1. And then again, support tree, you can take a lot of steel for the same reason, so that he has the boosted stats from this one. If you're only gonna use speed sets or perception ones, this is where it comes in clutch. Then the next one, let's go to Deacon. I chose to build Deacon in a toxic set because his damage is not gonna be the highest, and I couldn't hit the high speeds on the toxic set to put like either on Demeth or an Apothecary. If you can put it on Apothecary, the toxic set, go for it, perfect, because again, he did decent damage but not the craziest, or on the higher one. But yeah, we put Toxic on Deacon because you have no other poisoner, 198 speed, 100% crit rate. You need accuracy in this build because he needs to land his decreased defense on the A2. He will land the Leech as well, but that doesn't help you too much, but this is what it is. And then Masteries, again, War Master, and down to Lord of Steel again. And honestly, this side doesn't really matter. Whatever you want, that's going to help you for other areas of the game. Then if you go to Tatura Rhyme we have 201 speed, 100% crit rate, 255 crit damage, 5.3k defense, no accuracy because you don't care about Tatura's accuracy as he doesn't have any debuff to land, only the decreased accuracy. You don't care about that one. And we have in a lethal gear. This is what the optimizer gave me, so I was like, you know what, let me just use this one. We had no retaliation sets. If I had retaliation sets, I would have put retaliation on Tatura, retaliation on Kyoku, retaliation on everybody, because trust me, the retaliation sets pump out so much damage, especially on Affinity, like I said, because the boss on Affinity on his first AoE does 4 hits, so that's 4 chances to proc the retaliation set. And the same thing for the revenge accessory. So 4 hits, that's 4 times to proc the 5% chance to counterattack. And then the second AoE has a double hitter. So that's why I was mentioning the Affinity. The only tricky thing, again, with Affinity is magic, but with the right retaliation sets and the right builds, you could even 1-key with this one. So yeah, like I showed Tatura's masteries, again, War Master and down the support tree. Again, you're not gonna proc the deterrence because you're not gonna take the stun because you block it with Tatura. Yeah, basically Tatura to make damage. Tatura's in here to do damage and to bring you the block debuffs. Same as if you had a Brogni. If you have a Brogni, put the Brogni instead of Tatura. If you had a Riho Bone Spear, put the Riho instead. Like anybody that brings you a block debuffs for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown can replace Tatura Rhyme. And then the last spot is Kyoku. Kyoku, again, it's in a Savage, that's what they gave me. Again, I wish I had retaliation, that would have been nice. But yeah, 171 speed, so for the DPS is pretty slow. 100% crit rate, 263 crit damage, over 230 accuracy because you need to land the weaken, and again 5k defense because she's a defense nuker. And then when it comes to masteries, I chose to go, like I said, Giant Slayer, because on array 1 she does triple hitter. It says like, what is it? Okay, yeah. Will place 3 hits if the target is under 3 or more debuffs. Obviously, for these type of teams, you're gonna try to keep the debuff bar of the clan boss full. So that's what I did. I didn't choose to put another person in Toxic set because I would have filled the debuff bar too much, and maybe I wouldn't have Brimstone land, maybe I wouldn't have decreased defense land. So one person in Toxic for this specific team was more than enough for me. But yeah, this was the video today, guys. This was the team that we built for W. It's a pretty interesting team, and I really wanted to showcase it because I wanted to show that there's always options out there to build a clan boss team, even if you don't have the perfect specific champions that are you know, required for a team. He used to have, and if you see in here, oh yeah, he has Cardiel, he has Lydia. Yes, that used to be his team. He used to use the Mythbuster, but he wanted to remove the Cardiel from the clan boss so he could use him in arena. That's why he had a little bit of a struggle. Like I said, there's no secret and some other stuff like that, so this is what we came up with. But yeah, this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. If you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like and subscribe to see some more of cool teams like this that we're trying to come up with and show to you guys. And yeah, this is gonna be it. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace, love, take care everyone. Bye, guys.